What's up, guys? What's up, guys? We're talking about advanced profiles. Warren, what is an advanced profile?
Advanced profiles is sort of a moniker for what we call the features that you get with a paid membership.
Hmm.
And most of these are just tiny little features, but they add up to a big whole. Things like extra headshots, things like a your own custom URL for your profile,
Hmm.
secondary location, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to go through a bunch of them and what they are and why they're useful.
Cool. Why did we make it? What problem were we solving with advanced profiles?
So many different problems. One of them, so extra headshots, for example. Uh, there's a lot of the time where I look like this. There's sometimes where I look like this,
Hmm.
and I need to show a coordinator that I can look like both. But
Yeah,
how do I do that in one headshot? I can't. Uh,
just just
so
exploded. Your hair just exploded. That was amazing.
so I need extra headshots.
Mm.
And so I have many headshots, some that show me with long hair, some that show me with short hair, some that show me looking crazy, some that show me looking like a police officer or like a military person, something that shows sort of the range that I can play. And that helps with casting to make sure that I can I can show off myself to whatever show in the way that that show needs me to be.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
so
that
that's
makes it.
extra
You just
headshots.
yeah, it's just extra stuff, right? Like people
Yeah.
wanted more and more stuff on their profiles, so we, you know, just said, okay, we can build it. Comes with this membership. So let's look at everything that goes in there, right? Because there's not really a way it works. So in this membership, you get more headshots, you get skill reels. We talked about in another video. It's just like a stunt reel, but it's for one skill, and then you can get a personal website link, and you can get your own custom stunt listing URL. Let's look at what that means. So more headshots. How many people? If you're just like a regular, you made a profile, and how many headshots can you put up as just like a regular member?
One single headshot.
Oh yeah, yeah, your membership will only display the first headshot upgrade to show all your headshots. So you'll only see your primary one. You can put more up there, but only that main one's going to show. And if you've got a standard membership, you get the first row. Plus member, you get all of these, as many as you want, really. You can go pretty far. I wouldn't go past like 20. Gets a little silly. No one's going to ever get to them. In addition to that, you get an alias. What is an alias? Well, maybe I can zoom in here if that's working. Nope, nope, nope. I can zoom in here. You can see I have this URL, stuntlisting.com /profile /Jamie. No one else can have that. That's mine. And I get that because I have a special membership. I also have a secondary location. I'm in New York, but my family's in New England, so I can go to Boston. I can work there. Um, Additionally, I have a website, which is out of date. I'm actually thinking I should just delete that right now, but some people have their own website. They're updating that all the time. It's there, and that's something you want to connect to your profile because that's, more information about you. Did I miss anything?
No, that's it.
That's about it.
Um, that's all the nitty gritty on sort of how it works.
Yeah.
Um,
You get a paid membership
the
and you get all that stuff.
exactly, and all of that can be edited on your edit profile page, just as you just saw.
Hmm.
There's a lot of interesting ways that we've seen people use these several features. I mean, alias is the probably the least interesting. Most people just use their first name or their first and last name so that they have a nice URL to send to somebody that's very clearly them, right?
Right.
Stuntlisting.com/profile/Jamie or stuntlisting.com/profile/Warren. right? Um, but we've seen headshots and we've seen secondary locations used in really interesting ways.
Hmm. Yeah, some people just
Uh,
they're all over the place so they can hit LA and Atlanta, they can be in Chicago. Like they give themselves two locations because they know that they will be in all those locations and they're known and trusted in those locations. So that's like a great way to get out there and get those. I'll say I mean, people do amazing things with the headshots, right? Just having a diverse, you were saying like you've got one with
yeah.
your fro, you've got one with like bald because you're willing to do that for the right thing. You've got clean cut, you've got shaved, goatee, right? You get all these different looks so that when the director's looking for someone who looks just like this, you're ready with a headshot, right? And it's just there on your profile. The
Yeah.
coordinator can actually grab that headshot and share that headshot with them.
I don't want to not be chosen just because the guy has 2-inch hair, but you're looking for a carry double for the whole season.
Right.
This grows back. So
Right. People will shave their head for less. So,
yeah.
you know, just being able to see that you have done it, you look like this, you can just keep stuff really simple and go like here's my headshot, here's a full body of me, here's an action shot. I mean, like everybody's got specifics about what they want your headshot to look like. Some people do like very polished looking headshots, and some people their default headshot is very plain and a woman with no makeup on, just like here, like this is what I look like. And then this is the other thing I can look like. I can look great, I can look not great, I can look in the middle. I can do anything you need. You don't need to hire an ugly person. I can be ugly on a day, right? I can be beautiful and I can be ugly. Do anything you want. So I think people do a great job with just uploading a diverse array. Like it's almost like a stunt reel if you have
Yeah.
enough headshots. People didn't always have stunt reels handy. They would have a headshot a photo of them jumping out of a building. So I think that's that. I
The
think
only the only cautionary or like the ask that I would make is that you keep clothes on in your profile photos. That means that we don't have to delete them.
mhm.
Uh, it's it's wild when we have to go in and delete someone's photos because they're lewd. So don't make us do
It's
that.
only that's I think in 7 years that's happened like 3 times. Maybe you've seen more. Yeah.
Yeah, I've deleted a few.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, yeah. It's happened less than 10 times, but each one of those has been just an experience.
Wild. Hey, check out Stella's thing. You never know what you're going to see sometimes. Hmm. All right. Very cool.
That's not a success story. That's more of a fail story. Uh,
Yeah.
one of the just back to secondary location for a minute. One of
Hmm.
the things I really like about secondary location for certain people is some people will be, in LA and they'll be working for a while, and then they'll move to Atlanta and work for a while, and then they'll move back to LA and work for a while. And every time they make that move, they'll switch their primary and secondary locations,
Mm.
because their secondary location is like they can be there, but don't necessarily expect me to be there in this moment. And then their primary location is where they are in that moment. So I like that sort of like back and forth of, hey, I can be here and I can work local. It's just got to make sense. I also might not be the right person for the job tomorrow if you're looking for someone, because I can't necessarily hop on a flight and make it make sense tonight.
Yeah, it's about that honest, clear communication. I have heard of people getting
Right.
carried on jobs who are secondary to a location, and the coordinator says, I don't have anyone else, so we'll fly you in, we'll put you up. It's just good to know
Yep.
that you're willing to do that because not everyone is necessarily willing to do that.
Right. And it's hard as a coordinator to know, especially outside of the region that you're working in mostly,
Hmm.
what performers are going to be, you know, I don't want to use the word necessary, but like sought after highly in those other regions. So you don't know if someone that you're contacting is going to be like constantly on a different show or carried on this other show because you don't work in New York or you don't work in LA. So it is nice to have someone saying, no, 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 consider me for jobs in Atlanta because I'm
Hmm.
willing to go down there, or consider me for jobs in New York because I'm willing to be there for a while.
Right. And being clear that that's your secondary location. It's not where you
Exactly.
are all the time. Yeah. Very
Right.
cool. That's it. Advanced profiles. That's it. Consider it, right? The membership plan, we're probably cheaper than most things that there are out there that
It's
you're
so
paying
cheap.
for. It's so cheap. It's so cheap. Check it out on the website. They have all the pricing there. And you're marketing yourself, you're putting yourself out there, making yourself a little bit easier to hire. So it's probably worth that investment for you 9 times out of 10. Great. See you guys next time.